Hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of the Strength of Thousands Adventure Path here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls.
Happy New Year's!
Yes, Happy New Year's to all, and to all a good evening. Tonight we have our show and we are joined by our usual cast. However, before we begin, a few announcements. Number one, we have many other shows here on the channel. Also, other shows that are going to be starting in this new year that I can talk about now, which are really fun. So number one, we have, of course, our regular lineup. We have tonight, the Strength of Thousands AP, every Monday at 9 p.m. Pacific Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then on Wednesday, we have the League of Amazing Adventurers during the same time slot, 9 p.m. CST, 7 p.m. PST. And then on Friday, we are still off this week, but we will normally have the Calling Chronicle. It's our D&D 5e show. It's JRPG inspired. They're in a tournament arc. It's fun. So we have that. Then starting this year. That's right. Starting this year, we are doing a Pathfinder Society show. We are launching that, and I'm excited to announce a guest that we already have lined up. So we have one of these scenario authors lined up. Their name is Scott Young. They're going to be joining us for a couple sessions as a DM, as a player, who knows, but we'll probably be doing their scenario when they're around, so come and check that out. It's not often you get to have a author be with you while you're playing through what they wrote. So we have that. Oh, also, stream, let me know if you hear these things, because I have lovely sound effects. So if you're on stream and you can hear these sound effects, let me know. I think you can. It's going to be a good time.
What madness has been unleashed?
We have a soundboard now.
I'm hearing the playback and it's adorable.
I will not consider it real unless we have one that just goes butts.
Well, the thing is, Matt, we can make them. So if we want to make custom sound effects, we can. I think it'd be amazing.
We need one of Abby just saying, library lore. Library lore.
All right.
We should have like a little musical jingle that plays every time we start talking about food.
Doofenshmirtz Evil
Oh,
Incorporated.
well, that was 12 minutes less.
Yeah.
So does that actually count? Because we didn't actually mention any food. We just mentioned mentioning food.
Now we're talking. I'm talking about a jingle. I'm talking about a musical number.
All right. But on that note, Matt, why don't you introduce our cast to us and introduce yourself to us?
I am Matthew. I am the DM for this wonderful group of crazy people. We are doing the Strength of Thousands Adventure Path for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Specifically, we are getting real close to the end of the first book of Kindled Magic. We have, first off, it probably looks different on the thing. Yes, down and to the stream's left, we have McKenna. Who are you playing tonight?
Hi, that's me. I'm playing Avi, the Nyctera Witch, and if it looks like I'm in a different spot than usual, it's because I am. I'm quarantining at my folks' place because I got COVID for Christmas.
Did you get a receipt?
I did get a receipt.
Then return it. It's very simple then.
It's this one right here that says that I am positive.
You know, that might have
Sure,
like
that's
personal
great.
medical information
Might
on
get
it.
your health number or something. I don't know.
Nope, I delicately folded it so you could just see the positive. It's all good. But I'm healthy. I'm just in a four-walled box.
McKenna is also the person responsible for all the lovely artwork you see on the stream. And, you know, DM them if you want them to do stuff for you.
And sometimes also art in the Discord, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
If you want to do that, join our Discord.
And the inverse from the unfortunate condition that is human frailty, PJ. Who are you playing tonight?
Boy, I wish I was a lot as beefy as you think I am. Well, let's see. My name is PJ from Nat 20 Productions officially. See us in the chat. We also have some new things coming up this year. And, hopefully, get to tell you about it later. But I'm playing Benji the Basenji Shuni Magus, who went to the magical school because he wants to do stage magic. And I think I'm also dying, but we'll see what happens if we get back into game. Hopefully, this good boy can still be a good boy, continue being a good boy.
You're not actually dying. And speaking of people not actually dying, Zoe, who are you playing?
I'm Zoe. I go by Zosie Pose on the internet, and I am also quarantining. Yeah, I got COVID for Christmas as well. But doing all right. Working on stuff. Working on something for Ophelia in the back over here, actually. So very excited about that. Ophelia is my whisper elf bard. She wants to be a pastel witch idol and steal your heart. So to do that, you gotta do all the cutesy things and stuff like that. You know.
Have to steal it. I give it freely.
And speaking of people who might want to steal your heart a little more literally, our ex-cult member, Will.
Oh, hi! Not cult in real life, just character.
No, just the character.
That's an important distinction to make. Let's see. But yeah, tonight I am playing Igura, a Gripply summoner, and their Eidolon, Gamma. It was just right there, as y'all heard. There's the Gamma button. And yeah, that's me. That's me. I think that's all the intro done. That's all of our announcements. So I'm going to roll our intro, and then we'll get started with a recap, Matt.
Roger, Dodger.
All right, here we go. Intro in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, Matt.
Well, last time on the show that we are currently doing, The Strength of Thousands, Kindled Magic, our party, having had some early successes clearing out the bug and gremlin-infested caverns beneath the school, unfortunately set off sort of what you might call a chain summoning, and managed to pull in several rooms worth of gremlins and giant bees at the same time, and a fierce battle spread out over several tunnels erupted. While the party did have a good showing, one by one, unfortunately, they were knocked down until only dear old Avi was left. And she tried to sort of make a fighting retreat with a rather ticked-off gremlin, bloodied and angry, advancing on her. But when things looked their most dire, a ferocious cry went out through the caverns, and the gremlin, which was already kind of teetering on a fight-or-flight response, finally had enough of this and fled into the darkness of the caverns. Avi turned to find the kind of group pet had emerged from seemingly nowhere with some healing potions in its beak, for it is a large obsidian rooster. And we catch back up with the group. Everyone else is lying strewn about the caverns, face down, possibly in pools of their own blood. I don't know, the rooster approaches Avi, completely ignoring the trembling. The little gremlin that they made friends with, Binji, hiding under her bucket, trembling and rattling a little bit. Rooster completely ignores it, advances towards Avi, kind of just stares you down imperiously. You do notice that its feathers are ruffled. It seems to have gotten into a bit of a scrape. But then it gently places 3 minor healing potions on your feet, by your feet. and then just kind of stares at you.
Thank you. I don't know how you knew where we were, because this is a whole labyrinth, but I really appreciate the healing potions. I'm gonna take these, and she probably
All right,
has to take them.
you reach down to grab the potions.
Yes.
When you reach down, in like a lightning fast movement, the rooster's head is right next to yours, like his sharp, razor sharp looking beak is next to your ear, and you hear a voice.
What the fuck?
A debt must be paid. And then the rooster gets up, turns, and walks away.
Eldritch Rooster.
I may have used this rooster as a Deus Ex Machina, but you guys may have to pay a price later.
Bring it on.
I now have a way of maybe inflicting some pain on you guys.
Chicken.
Do you care to elaborate as to what the
He is gone. He
No,
disappeared into the
okay.
darkness.
Sounds
you.
delicious.
I'm gonna. She
God damn it,
probably
Mark.
Has to lug each potion one by one over to its respective.
They're small little, vials, because a minor healing potion isn't really that much.
Well, then she can like
Healing
scoop
jello
them all
shots.
up and carry them.
You are now alone in the tunnel with the unconscious bodies of your friends.
We'll do Igora, Ophelia, Benji, because I think that's maybe the order people went down in.
And everyone, I rolled max healing for these potions. So everyone gets 8 hit points.
Nice.
How many did you say? 8?
8? My favorite number.
I'll take it. It is both
Oh,
the
God damn it.
auspicious number in China and also the number of corn in Warhammer 40k.
Blood for the blood god.
Skulls of Skull Throne.
Potatoes for the potatoes.
No.
Potatoes for the potatoes.
Is
Um,
there a potato god in Warhammer? I'd worship that god.
I mean, if it's rotten, Nurgle would like that. You ever see, like, rotten potatoes? They'll
Oh,
slimy
God.
and smell really bad.
Okay, Warhammer artists. A version of Nurgle's forces that are all just rotten potatoes.
That
But
wouldn't be
now,
that hard.
would the Cornate Berserkers then be mashed potatoes?
Yes.
They'll make mashed potatoes.
Anyway.
All right, you are all restored to the barest bit of consciousness.
Okay,
Damn.
I am really badly hurt. And you guys are not doing super that much better than me. So maybe we go back to the dorms and take like a really long nap.
Yeah, like an 8-hour sleep. I'm okay with this.
I could honestly probably sleep for longer.
Oh no, I'll patch you up with some of Gamma's. Oh, Gamma, and then
Come on.
summons Gamma.
Thank
There you
you.
I can patch you up with some of Gamma's medical mud.
I want a
We're
bed.
calling it now.
I wanna bed.
Mom, I want a bed.
I
Yeah.
don't even think I'm gonna hang from the ceiling like I usually do. I think I'm going to fully engulf myself in blankets with agate and just take a whole nap.
Is there a medical facility like a nursing station? They should have beds and probably things to help us with the healing a little better.
So something I have noticed about this school is that there is not a school nurse. There was just Kiara.
You know,
and she left.
I am trained in medicine. I can.
Yeah, you
Patch
guys
us
have
up.
seen enough of Igara's work that if you guys just find somewhere relatively safe to lie down, you guys could patch yourselves up in sufficient time.
I want to go home.
I mean,
All
he
right.
doesn't have a medical license per se, but
Let's go up.
does
It's
anyone
not.
does anyone in Galeria have a medical licenses? Is there like an actual school for doctors?
I mean, technically, I am a medic.
I feel like Absalom would
Yeah,
have
but-
to have that.
Yeah, but are they just, I'm a healer because I've healed people. No one gave me a certificate.
I have an
You can
important.
take an oath.
I have an important side note for maybe it's not a side note. Maybe I actually should have led with this because this was a little bit ominous. The reason that we are all alive and speaking to one another right now is because your chicken
Oh, Choco.
so far does not have it. What was his name?
Choco.
Choco?
Yeah.
News to me.
A sweet name. He kind of showed up with these health potions. I kind of nudged one of the empty vials and scared off the last gremlin.
Oh, he got that
And,
from the cult sack. Ooh.
And then bent down really close to my ear and said that there is a debt that needs to be paid. So we might be in like a teensy weensy little bit of trouble. I don't really know exactly what that means. And I don't know who the chicken works for. I wasn't aware that maybe he worked for anyone because I kind of thought maybe he was just a very cool looking chicken.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was someone like Asmodeus, honestly, at this point. And Igor just, like, gets up, comes
Is
and
he a
helps
traitor
them.
chicken?
I don't want to be in debt to Asmodeus. I guess technically I'm not in debt because I wasn't dead yet.
As Igor is walking, you know, if that is the case, he is one hell of a chicken.
Can we just get out of here?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Hell fried chicken.
Maybe we should report back to the faculty as well.
Yeah. They said to not report back to them until we had fully cleared it out, so we might as well just go patch ourselves up and then come back down to work.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think there's more stuff we have to accomplish down here. There's a person and a big thing, and that does not give me a lot of faith that this is a safe place.
You guys hear from peeking out from under the bucket, Benji. The bad things probably won't stop until the boss is gone.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe we should just take out the big guy and the rest of them will leave. But I can't do that until.
Do you have more people? He's really scary.
Do you think
Maybe-
we're gonna need more people?
I don't know. He can walk through the walls. He
Huh?
spies on things. He steals things from the students, and he jokes about ruining friendships. He can go anywhere.
Well, that's really evil.
Have a name?
He's really mean. He kicks me for no reason sometimes.
I'll kill him.
I think I will. Yes, that.
I'm gonna kill him.
Very much that. That's people shouldn't be kicking you. You're not a football.
I mean, I agree with it. I don't know what that is.
Oh, a football is a thing you're supposed to kick for fun, but it's
It's
not
a-
alive, so it doesn't.
It likes being kicked? That's
It's
No.
weird.
alive. It's like a
Hey,
rock, but it's softer.
just
so it
because
doesn't
you
hurt
like
your
getting
body.
kicked doesn't make you weird.
Yeah, and you play games with it. It's like a toy, but a toy that everyone gets to share.
What's a toy?
Oh,
It's
I'm
a
so scary. You were going to say that.
It's well, I'll tell you what. We can talk about it when we're not in the scary place, okay?
If we put Benji and Ankaroot in the same room, a cuteness singularity will happen.
They might just make each other anxious to the point where nothing gets done.
So what do you guys want to do?
Back to the dorm.
I want to go take a nap in my bed.
Take a nap.
All right. If you guys want, you can head back to the dorm. Really, there
Let's
isn't.
Lock every door on the way out.
This is the kind of the weird thing sometimes about dungeon crawls, because technically half the time there's nothing stopping you from, every time you get a little bit hurt, completely leaving, going, having a wonderful rest, and coming back.
Yeah, with this kind of dungeon crawl, for sure.
I mean, to be fair, we've cleared out, what, half the dungeon, Matt? Before taking
You
a
guys have
rest?
cleared out at least like 3/5, I think. There's maybe 2 major encounters left and
Yeah.
one kind of weird one.
Okay. I mean, if we're worried about being
Unless I'm
gone
lying.
if we're worried about being gone for too long, I know there's a few safe areas we noted. We could just rest up there.
Yeah.
But we have to get like an actual night's sleep no matter what to get our spells back and get our health back. So you might as well do that in the bed.
Yeah, because full disclosure, I have one casting of mirror image prepared left. Everything else is spent.
Yeah, I think I didn't get an opportunity to spend too many spells. I think only cast like one Horizon Thunder Strike.
I have all my spells.
Better to have than not need than to need and not have.
So do you guys want to head back to your little base camp in the kind of basement room, or do you want to go all the way back to your dorm room?
It's probably not that much longer to walk just back to the dorms. Plus,
No.
that way we can check on like Ignacy and Essie.
Make sure they
So
got
yeah,
it.
if you guys want to head back to your dorms,
Yeah, let's go.
Locking
Okay.
every door behind us. We got the bells. We had the security system.
two things do come up, mind you. You get back to the kind of the safe room in the basement, and it is kind of horrendous. You find what appears to be more of the giant bees that you guys, initially fought in there, and then you find what appears to be the ones that fled from your initial combat, but they have been sliced and ripped to shreds. The room is kind of a horror in bug ichor. You're not exactly sure what happened here. You could investigate if you'd like, or if you're just like, nope.
Chicken.
Sure. I got some discern secrets.
Chicken.
Give me a nature check
Um.
to see, like, these wounds were caused by.
Chicken.
Yeah, you think some sort of sharp beak maybe did this, and maybe some claws.
These
No sharp, no actual like weapons.
These are beak marks and claw marks.
And
There's no
you
magic
also-
or weapon used here. This is pure rooster on insect carnage.
Yeah, on closer inspection, now that you actually took a look, hidden amongst the ichor, you do find some very firm black feathers just covered in goo.
I hold one up,
It drips.
prestidigitate it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. I think we know what happened here.
Oh, good. The training's been working.
Takes credit for this.
Are you training this chicken to be like a war machine?
Yes.
But
Hypothetically speaking, once I have a little bit more experience under my belt, I think he'll be ready to join us in combat.
We owe it.
yeah.
Right with us.
In this specific scenario, I'm really grateful you did that, but I think if maybe you had asked me before today whether or not I thought that was a good idea, I think I would say that I feel really bad for the chicken. Because that's a hard life for a chicken.
It's fine.
I mean, did the chicken say, "Hey, I want you to turn me into a top-level fighting machine," or
Yeah.
did he just say, "Bark"?
Yeah, it did. 100%.
He said that he
To the
wants.
second one.
Yeah.
Can I make like a perception check to see if Ira is full of shit?
Yes, you may.
CVC.
It's our secret. So no, I fully believe
Even-
Igra would
He
find a
is
secret.
dead serious. You
Avi,
now have a suspicion
with
that he's
your-
forming an army of animals.
With your +1, that is still a critical failure.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah.
And the second thing that comes up, you guys reach the foot of the stairs, and you suddenly kind of realize that poor Benji is kind of stopped, frozen at the foot of the stairs, and is kind of looking up at the light coming in from the top of the stairs, and looks very apprehensive.
Dude, what's wrong?
I've heard stories that there's a fire in the sky up there, and if you're not careful, you can fall just up into a big nothingness.
Oh, I thought that was more of a dwarf thing.
No,
Yes, that
it's.
is-
I know it's gonna be scary, but the big ball of fire in the sky, all that just makes you warm and happy, and the giant blue stuff around it, that just lets you know it's a big, beautiful world. It's gonna be scary, but that's 'cause it's new. It's like, well, you know what? I promise you, when we go up there, you're gonna find a lot of new things, and it's gonna be fun and a little scary. But together, it's amazing.
A diplomacy check.
And at night, the only time you have to really worry about the moon is when it has a face on it.
Yeah.
Then you have to go to the Temple of Time and play a song and.
7 days remain.
All right.
You
Dude.
want me in the bucket, Benji? I can do that.
Benji in the bucket.
All right, so
She does kind of hop into the bucket like a little chair.
Oh, hold her
Oh.
like this.
You inspire her. You are the inciting incident for a Disney princess with that kind of diplomacy thing.
Yes.
She wants more.
Benji sings "Let It Go."
Gee.
So yeah, Benji hops into the bucket. You can pick up the bucket and carry her like a little basket if you want. She kind of pulls her rags up over her shoulders, so she's just kind of peeking out over the corner.
All right, so
Yeah, I
step-
kind of like start kind of singing this cute little song, like "Take my hand, together we will stand in a whole world of possibilities. Take my hand, together hand in hand, we will live in a world of possibilities." Like this whole adorable, stupid song.
Pretty
All right.
super.
Is that a real song or did you make that up right now?
Just made it up on the spot.
Step 1.
We are a very musical group, and I appreciate that. I should also let you guys know there is literally a section of the rules under Benji called "Can We Keep Her?" and it deals with the possibility of you guys actually keeping her.
Of course, they know their audience so well.
They do.
Not.
Bravo to the writers. They anticipated, of course, the obvious possibility.
All right.
Yeah.
Step 1.
The four of us and Benji, just like a bloody mess. Every single one of us.
Yeah. Step 1. Let's get everyone patched up. Step 2. I'm giving Benji a bath. Step 3.
Oh, yeah.
All right. During the bath, which Benji really seems to kind of appreciate, never had one, she does mention that she thinks if you guys go back to that initial room where there was like that little meeting going on where Zoe just turned into a stone cold killer and dropped all those guys with the sound burst, there might be some useful stuff in there. So it might be worth to
Oh,
go and look.
man, I should have had like a dun 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 John Cena thing ready for that. Dang. Oh well.
Terrible.
Oh yeah, so unless you guys want to specifically seek out anyone to talk to, you guys can head right back to your rooms, zonk out for the evening, recover your spells.
I do want to quickly check in with, I believe it was Tzenwe, Strands of Glowing Dawn, Ignacy, and it wasn't Essie, it was Mirayama.
Yeah, you find them sort of hanging out just in the common room on your way back, and they seem in much better spirits now. They are also kind of just resting the day off. A couple of them are now drinking with some of the dorm mates. Yeah, Shizeri, like nothing better cure than some fire in your lungs.
That does sound. Can I just have like a thimbleful?
Want to take a shot?
Yeah.
He kind of opens his coat, and you see he's got all sorts of different little sized glasses in there. Pulls out a thimble one for you. I'm learning it is best to diversify my supplies.
You are a kind and generous man. Thank you very much.
Well, without friends, no man would choose to live.
Oh.
Aw. Well, Mr.
That is an actual
Sandman,
thing that
thanks
Aristotle
for the
said.
follow.
What?
Mr. Sandman, 1924.
Yeah.
Great to see you following us. Hope to keep seeing you around.
Thanks for the follow, Mr. Sandman.
Shizeri does kind of, as offering you guys the drinks, he's like, I'm curious, my friends. How are things going in the deep and the dark?
Well, it went very bad. As you can see, I am covered in blood, and it is mostly my own.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Igor, you're pretty handy with the bandages and the poultices, are you not?
Yep. And then I reach in the Gamma's stomach. I just pull out some mud. Just getting the medical mud ready.
I'm glad to know that we have someone with a little medical expertise around the dorm. It's nice to have.
Just so chat knows that I'm not just like pulling mud out of Gamma's stomach. As a Fey Eidolon, they get some cantrip built in. One of the cantrips I went with Gamma with was called Healing Plaster, which makes mud.
Avi has seen the mud and
Yep.
has been healed by the mud, and in this case, she is choosing to sleep it off because it is still mud.
I mean, blood and mud. Oh, that's the name of the episode.
Ugh.
Better than clucks in the dark.
Oh.
But yeah.
I still say that chicken is an eldritch entity or some sort of like cryptid cock. I don't know what it is, but it's evil.
It is going to become very powerful.
Now that's the name of the episode, Cryptid.
Chat, if you have access to the Market of Absalom book for the Lost Omens book, the animal companion that this chicken is going to be is in that book.
I should also ask you guys, are you making any attempt to hide Benji as you return to the dorms, or are you just...
No, not at all.
Throw it in the bucket.
Not a Benji in the bucket.
Baby in the bucket.
Benji in the bucket.
Do you, like, put her down as you... Like, do you guys sit and have drinks with them, or do you just kind of take one on your way through?
Take a shot and go to my room.
That's fair, okay. So,
Go and
the others
give
are
Benji a bath.
kind of drained and don't immediately clock Benji in the bucket, so... Benji in the bucket.
And now Benji in the bucket in the bath.
Yeah, as we're washing her, I definitely, because I remember she was excited because she made her own clothes. I'm like, all right, Benji, you're in the hot seat. I have to ask you some important questions. Are you ready?
She looks very nervous suddenly.
Very important questions.
Oh God, I'm not
You're going
good
to
at
scare
answering
her.
questions.
Do you have a favorite color?
Brown?
Okay.
I mean, it's
I can't
plentiful
read.
down there.
You know other colors?
Yeah.
Red. I mean, the bees also had, I think, the brighter one. Yes, I think.
So, I want to show you something in my room. I know you said that you made your clothes. I have a lot of fabric. So I thought we could work together and make you something else to wear if you want.
I'm resisting the urge to say, or what's fabric, precious?
The yassification of Benji, I'm here for.
This is like that, like she's all that moment where she gets this makeover and it's like, yeah. It's really
Montage.
I'm especially glad that you guys have made note of giving her a bath, because otherwise she would have kept that lice special ability.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of like Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like I play Benji and I use fleas in attack mode, and the fleas just come flying out to the battlefield.
It is not super effective.
No. And if she ever seems scared, hopefully I can do a few magic tricks and at least like fascinate her and just little simple things like you know, is this your card and where did the card go, and like, oh, it's behind your ear, and some other like French drops. Oh, look, it's over here.
After the fitting in Ophelia's room, Benji, just from all the excitement, just curls up in her lovely new soft fabrics in a pile of colors in the corner and just falls into exhausted sleep. Probably in her bucket.
Fabric nest.
A bucket full of colorful fabrics.
That's so cute. Oh, love her.
Igora, when you return to your room after assisting everyone with their healing and making sure that the washing is going fine, you do find your rooster just sitting very calmly in his little corner of the room, looks up, very uninterested as you return.
Good soup. Hop into bed.
Anyone else have anything they want to do before you guys get your good night rest?
Check for bugs.
Give me a perception check. You're not in the woods. Survival wouldn't be required.
I'm gonna do this as well with a
I'm
little.
hunting for bugs.
If I can't find them, I'll have the chicken check.
I am so scared. I'm blowing all these really awesome rolls on semi-important but only roleplay things.
Everyone but Benji, you guys don't really find anything interesting in bugs-wise in your room. Don't really find any like holes or anything you think they could get through necessarily. Benji, you're just kind of standing in the middle of your room, kind of hands on your hips, looking around. You hear something a little scratchy one side of the room. You fling a card out, and you catch a centipede on the wall with the card and like cut it in half. Like just a small, normal-sized centipede, and it just tumbles into two bits. Your card is still embedded in the wall.
Well, since it's already dead and no one's here,
Yeah.
No.
slurpy snack for Benji time. And I go and I eat the bug.
It is delightfully crunchy.
Mm,
That
It-
exoskeleton. Mwah.
It has this nice crunch, and then there's like this great umami flavor that then has kind of a single spacing of like gushy sweets. It's like it starts off as like a crispy fried chicken, and then it turns into barbecue sauce.
Lovely smokiness and great mouthfeel.
All in the back palate when you get the little burps, little herb. It's like, so nice. I liked it twice.
Roll a d20 to get legs stuck in your teeth. No.
Oh no. Okay.
No. Yeah, so you guys get a good night's rest. Igora, you do wake up with the weird sensation that you feel like you had some sort of like a bad dream, but you can't remember what it was.
Yeah,
You
probably.
just get the
a
vague
memory.
impression that you've forgotten something that makes you worried slightly.
Yeah, probably just a memory.
Can I ask if Agate, who I do snuggle with all night, as previously stated, is she acting any differently? Should I be worried about my connection with my patron potentially having a debt to a different deity entity? Who knows what I slash
So-
my group has a debt to?
You're kind of sitting on your bed with Agate kind of sitting in front of you, tails swishing back very gently, kind of looking you in the face as you ask her this question. And she stares at you for a good long while, and then just kind of tilts her head a little bit and gives you a little lick on the nose. And then she just kind of wraps herself around you and just starts to purr.
Thank you, Agate.
Cuddle with Agate. I also cuddle with the little paper sprites. It's just a big old cuddle puddle.
They have tried turning themselves into like a cat body is a little too complex for them, but they have turned themselves into essentially little cat heads, like the shape of little neko heads. They're just kind of bouncing around and wrap themselves around you.
Gumbity
God, this
gumbity
is such the
Sam
menagerie
Pike.
now at this
Gumbity
point.
gumbity Sam Pike.
So morning comes. You do find actually that someone, recognizing that you guys had a hard day and are doing important work, has arranged for breakfast to be brought to your rooms. They're sitting in lovely little like room service trays outside your room. So you guys don't have to trek all the way over to the mess hall.
That is very sweet.
Yeah.
I share
Lots
my
of fresh fruit in there too.
with Benji.
Benji has like one bite of like a melon and like goes on a transcendent voyage. Her eyes go like dilated and like you can see the universe through these lovely flavors. Like, I've never tasted anything that didn't taste like dirt.
This tastes like mango, which is like one of the best tastes.
Yeah, she just cannot handle the flavors and stuff. She kind of rolls onto her back for a little bit, clutching a juicy piece of mango. It's just kind of like dripping onto her face.
Baby.
Oh, baby.
There's more where that came from, little one.
You guys need to take it a little slow. This is a lot at once.
Yeah,
That's true.
and you've got a long time, so we can take all the time you need to explore all the delicious things.
Yeah, and here's something for you. It's called bacon.
I think I found some of this under a table once. It was very dry and covered in dirt, but it was nice.
Yeah. So it's always good to have fruits and veggies and protein. And I think you're gonna like the bacon. It's very warm and go ahead and try it.
So Benji enjoys her meal, best meal she's ever had.
Don't give the gremlin.
After she kind of settles down, though, she gets kind of what you guys almost think is like a serious, determined look on her face. And she kind of looks at you all in turn. I'm ready to help. I can point you where the rest of the secret doors are, especially the room to the boss's room. You gotta be careful with that one.
Gotcha.
Said he could walk through walls?
I mean, he's like, it's weird. He sometimes he seems like he's not there, but he also seems like he's made of rock. And he'll scowl at you and then just walk into the wall.
Oh.
I mean, to be fair, he's always scowling. He seems very unhappy, despite the fact that he does so many mean things. The rest of the gremlins, they like to laugh when they do mean things, but he always seems so angry, and I don't know why. Everyone always does what he tells them to.
I wonder.
You notice Benji kind of glances at the stone walls of the dorm room you guys are in, and she kind of traces her finger on like the whitish kind of stone on the wall. She's like, he kind of looks like this, except it's got weird squiggles in it.
Okay, stone ghost. Good to know.
Is that a thing? Is Stone Ghost real? That sounds crazy.
Apparently, I guess it probably is based on that description.
I'm also fully not seeing anything. If we're looking at a picture.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Can I make an Arcana check on this description? Maybe to recall knowledge if it's like an earth elemental or something?
You can give me an Arcana check, yeah?
Okay. I don't suck at Arcana checks. That's not a bad roll, 24.
You know of the ancestry of the Oriads, people who have like elemental earth kind of power or lineage back in their bloodline, but just walking through walls sounds a little different than usually their abilities. Like they have an affinity for the earth and they often kind of look like they're a little bit made out of stone, but this sounds you just have kind of like magician's intuition that there's something a little different about this.
My magic senses are tingling.
Very much so.
I think this is an Oriad plus something else. I don't know. It's magical.
That's a good thought.
Yeah. Doesn't matter how magical.
The one. Oh, keep talking. What do you have to say?
Doesn't matter how magical it is. If we hit it enough, it should die.
That is usually true. Also, Igor, take this.
And Avi hands him the little sachet of herbs for the day. So the first time you get hit with a spell or anything, I think you actually now get +2 to that save.
Cilantro.
Oh.
No, you don't have to eat it. You can just carry it with you. It's like for luck.
Oh.
It's like for like spells and hot to keep away the yuckiness.
You could keep it in your mouth if you want to.
I mean, I could keep it in one of my...
It's not... I don't think anything in it is poisonous.
I could keep it in one of my 3 stomachs.
Because you are a cow,
It
apparently.
is a gift that
Frogs.
I gave to you. You may do with it as you please.
Listen, if there's one thing My Hero Academia taught me, it's that frogs have multiple stomachs they can store things in.
I'm still not... To be fair, it's just Sue that she can remove her stomach, not that she has multiple stomachs.
Fair.
Yeah, because I think I heard that frogs can remove their stomachs. I know
Awesome.
squirrels can do it, but they can only do it once. That was
Moving
weird.
on.
So, anyway.
Anyway.
Have a job to do.
Yeah.
We gotta go find a person about a fight.
Benji did say we should go back to that central base room and check it out again. So, like, let's jump down there. Let's hop down there first.
Well,
and then...
specifically, she mentioned the room where it seemed like there was like a meeting going on, where there was the table and stuff.
Yeah, this one. Right?
Yeah, C10.
Yeah. Do you guys just want to start there then, if that's okay, Matt?
Sure, yeah.
Cool.
You guys make it downstairs. It doesn't seem like anyone tried to force their way through the doors that you guys kind of left sealed. No one in the library seems to have anything to report. Things seem to be kind of quiet. One thing you do note when you get down into the room, it does seem like all of the gremlins that were there, the fallen ones, none of their weapons are there anymore. Their bodies seem to have been picked clean of items.
That's fine. They really didn't have anything good.
Yeah. So you guys make it to C10, and Benji, newly clean and everything, and stepping very carefully because she doesn't like. She's like so careful about wanting to get like stuff on her nice clean fur now. She starts poking kind of ineffectually around the room, like muttering that there's probably some stuff in here.
Well, let's do some checks. I can discern secrets to see what's hidden and just let me know. Is it just general perception?
Yeah.
I'll do a general perception as well. Might as well. Actually, can I roll 8 for you, Avi Avi?
You know what? Don't worry about it. It was only a 14.
Oh.
So
the 14, 24, that's a critical success.
Oh, yes.
Avi, you actually, because you're of the appropriate height, under the table, you do find a small little satchel, which appears to have 3 lesser healing potions in it.
Oh shit! Was this just in there?
Yeah.
Look at
And
Oh, and we wouldn't have.
you guys were distracted because you were concerned immediately about people being in the room north of here, so we didn't have time to really search the room. But Igora, you just walking into the room take note of stuff sitting on the table, and you notice that like one of the paperweights actually seems to be something kind of nice, and you look close, and it is actually a big lump of just amber.
Huh.
And you think this is probably worth like 35 gold, and it's being used as a paperweight.
Neat.
And you kind of look at it and you're like, this doesn't really seem to fit with this room, and you start to think, oh, this might have been stolen.
Yeah.
This might be someone like something from the school.
This belongs in the Magambia. I'm sorry, I had to.
All right.
All right.
Now, what to do.
And Benji also glances down to C11 on the map. And he's like, down there's the pantry. There might be something in there, but I don't know. Like, our food is not nearly as good as yours, but there might be something else in there.
Yep, sounds good enough to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go down there, and I'm gonna make a perception check.
As am I.
I can't make my icon move. I
Oh.
can make my perception checks, though. That I can do.
Igora coming in with a
That should be
spicy
Benji.
25.
Damn!
Igora, you actually notice on a shelf, sort of out of what you assume would be easy reach for gremlins, there's like a nice looking bag just kind of sitting on a shelf. Nice leather.
Open bag.
You open it and you look inside, and it just looks like there's kind of a void in there.
Yeah.
Bag of holding, baby.
Avi,
Uh-huh.
And in it. Stick your hand in it.
don't go in the bag. You will suffocate. But tell me what is in the bag.
Okay. I'll do a discern secrets.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay, so just add +1 to this.
Yeah, you think this is a bag of holding type 1, and that you know that usually with bags of holding, to get things out of them, you have to, know what you're looking for when you reach in. It's part of the enchantment. Or to get everything, you just turn it inside out.
Oh, do we want to know what's in there already?
I desperately need to know what is in this bag right now, or I will physically implode.
Do it.
Maybe we all stand back and maybe one person does it.
We have a Gamma squad for this, and Gamma will just grab it, walk over, and turn it inside out.
So, 2 things fall out of the bag. You notice some sort of like taxidermied, dried up animal that seems to be missing like a part of its face, like what you think, based on the other thing that fallen out, a beak, because there's like a beak that has been cleaned and polished and has like a rope tied to it, like a necklace sort of thing. And you realize this is a talisman, a bloodseeker beak talisman.
Bloodseeker beak.
And you realize, oh, this is like a giant kind of bug thing. But because you rolled a decent Arcana thing, this is a talisman that when you activate it, you deal an extra 1d4 precision damage on an attack roll. If you deal sneak attack damage, you also deal 1d4 persistent bleed damage. Yeah.
Nice. It's like a murderer's knot, but less edgy.
Yeah, made out of giant mosquito-like thing or something.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, you guys got a bag of holding type 1. Who is going to be holding that?
Ophelia.
I mean, it doesn't really go with her outfit.
I mean,
Sacrifices must be made.
A few
What?
sequins, you know. Yeah.
Well, how about this? Who wants to hold it to begin with? We go from there.
I get to hold it because I have less bulk that I can carry, so it might be as a tiny person having a bag might be useful because I think I can physically carry. I'm only allowed to carry less than what like medium or small creatures can carry.
This is bulk 1,
Yeah.
so it can hold up to 25 bulk, though admittedly it does have to fit through the opening of the bag.
Okay.
So you can't put, you know, an elephant in there.
That's the first thing I wanted to put in there.
Okay.
All of those elephants that I had sitting around.
Where's
I guess we
my
have to wait to get
elephant?
to type 3, and then we can start shoving elephants in left and right.
we could probably put gremlins in here.
All right, so why don't if Avi wants it, and it does make a lot of sense with her size that she can't carry as much as the medium-sized creature that is Zoe's Ophelia. Why don't we give it to Avi? Who wants the beak necklace, the trinket?
How does it work again?
So you affix it to a weapon. When we hit someone with said weapon, that weapon will deal the effect.
I don't have a weapon, so y'all go nuts.
I got throwing cards. I think it'll work on the one card I throw it to them on.
Yep.
I guess.
And you'd have to make sure you collect that card again.
Keep in mind, though, the creature does have to be flat-footed.
So it's mostly for rogues.
Yeah.
It is a rogue, but maybe until we find rogue, it might look really badass on a
So,
sort of battle.
you know, you can talk to Benji about what class she'll take if she ever levels up.
Oh,
Get her to be a
yeah.
rogue.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, she's a level 0 NPC. That means if we give her enough push-ups and enough food, she'll level up to be level 1.
Montage.
Now, make her be a
Sit-ups,
champion
plenty of
for the
juice.
healing.
Can I put Benji away and come out with a personal trainer PC and just be like, we're gonna make you eat lightning and crap thunder. We're gonna do so many push-ups.
Okay. Full orc, a muscle master.
Yeah, it's like, I'm a fighter. What kind of fighter? I'm a weakness fighter. I fight weakness. Let's go.
Guess that's better than the alternative of Ophelia making her fat by giving her all these pastries.
Don't worry, she's quite young. She has an excellent metabolism.
Excellent.
So yeah. Benji now seems to be out of suggestions in terms of loot or places to loot.
Dope. Well,
Um,
it's about time we crack our knuckles, bite the bullet, and go to the spot with all the big bad dudes in it.
Yeah, I mean, is it possible to just skip fighting everything here and fight the biggest, baddest thing?
I mean,
We beat your big, bad person, and now you gotta leave, because we
team.
said so, and we're stronger than you.
Just a reminder, we were told to clear these out.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
just not too far away is the training ground where Herbal hangs out with her big, horrible mount thing.
Great, sounds like a good gremlin to kill next. Let's go.
Okay. Let's do this.
Let's go murder someone and their mount.
So much stuff, guys.
I'm going to move Benji down here for you, and Benji is staying at the extreme back, and she does have her bucket again that she like dun 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 dun. She's Metal Gear sawing with a bucket.
You know, if someone were to...
Benji!
There we go.
Are we in normal marching order?
Yeah, I forgot. Do I take the front or the back?
Igora and Gama took the front. Igora was in the back, and then y'all were in the middle.
That's right, and I'm number 2 behind him, so I can shoot over his shoulder with my range attacks.
Yep.
That's right.
So just before this room here, if you guys can see where I'm pinging the map, do please put yourselves in your marching order before you enter that area.
I can't get out of the secret area.
Oh, here, let me help.
Thank you.
Yeah, I still cannot move my...
Which is really weird because you should have access to it. Give me one second.
We could remove you and then you could try dragging your thing back onto the map, see if that works.
I could if I could find it, yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm going to delete you and then I'm actually going to try. Let's see if I can do it. Benji.
Will this destroy the universe? Find out this week on Dragon Ball Z.
All right, try moving now, Benji.
Okay. I gotta find the token.
Oh, right
Where's
here.
the token?
Should be on the map. You may need to reload your page.
Oh, reload the page. That explains. All right, let me reload the page really fast. Da 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 da.
I heard re-roll the page.
Okay, now let's see where we at.
Matt, if you hold shift and then click, it will pull everyone over to that location.
Okay. So
Well, I'm
far.
just waiting for you guys to arrange yourselves.
Yeah, so far it still hasn't reloaded the token. I don't know if I need to like go into something and.
Can you see anyone else?
Nope.
Can you see anything, like the map?
I can see the map. It's all, dark, but I don't see anything else.
When we reset his token, the night vision got reset.
Oh, wait, hold on. Just took a few extra minutes. There we go, we're back. And
why
let's see
I
if I can
just-
actually move myself. Alright, we're all set.
I had to fix it. That was my bad.
It's okay.
We've
Besides,
been off for a week and change, so.
VGTs are awesome, but they are complex beasts.
There's
Yeah.
the order, Matt.
Okay. You guys, can Gamma roll in it, like perception checks?
Yeah, Gamma's an expert in
Okay.
perception.
Gamma and Benji, please roll me perception checks.
Oh, I got a 10.
Gamma just says buzzing. And that was. Did you roll a new perception check, Benji?
NG, no, I did not. Let me roll a perception check really fast. Reloaded everything, so I gotta get my character sheet back up.
That's right.
It's Algu.
Okay, and perception.
Okay, don't worry about it then. Yeah, you guys, for the moment, it seems like nothing is directly nearby. You can advance further into the cavern if you wish.
Yeah.
The passages do seem to get a little narrow. Other than just below, there's what you know is like Benji's little nest.
Yes, it is flea infested, and we are going to give it a wide berth.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the one over here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's another secret passage. Benji's thing is the C12 thing here below where Gamma is.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I will follow the frog leader.
Follow the bouncing Gamma.
Quero. Oh!
Yeah.
You see it too?
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Marching order.
Well, now that you guys see it, we're probably going to have to roll initiative now.
I don't see it.
Well, it sees you too.
We'll put Ophelia back into the marching order.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah.
Benji's just going to stay way over there.
Ow.
So,
It's a good idea, little girl. Let's not get you in this mess.
Oh, God. Terrible roll.
The balls on. But hey, you know what? I'd rather roll a critical fail on initiative than on card strike.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, you rolled a critical fail.
That in the playback. That in the playback is so good.
all right. Okay, yeah, Ophelia. And is that everyone, I think? Yeah, because Gamma is on the
Ophelia.
ignorance, right?
Yep, Gamma's me.
Okay. All right. So actually, at the top of the round is Ophelia. You just at this point kind of just see Gamma and Benji kind of tense up and get into like a fighting pose.
From where I
And
am, I see it.
Pardon?
From where I am, I can see it.
Okay. You see what appears to be even bigger than the giant bees, this twitching, scuttling, huge fly, like 4 times your size, and and a proboscis that just moves around, and the giant compound eyes that seem to twitch and move in different directions.
I hate
And
it.
its head sort of seems to be like fixated down the hallway where you guys are looking. And you also see behind it a much smaller but aggressive looking shape.
Oh no.
Oh, she looks nice.
And she is kind of saying something in a raspy voice, but I don't think any of you speak Undercommon.
For the gravy.
Oh boy, the giant seat fly.
Oh,
Which you can blame a group of dumb druids for having created.
what a thematically like
Ew.
world building cool thing that I am so not happy to be facing a giant
Now,
version.
if you all look at it, you'll notice that the artwork is it standing on a literal roof.
It is
Yep.
that big.
For
it is
scale.
huge.
I thought
I hate
thought
it.
that.
Don't like it. Nope.
No.
It is the size of a smart car.
You're gonna
You're up.
Fly monsters.
Where? What?
I'm so mad about it.
Technically, I can reach it with sound burst, but I kind of want to wait till I can hit both of them with sound burst.
Valid.
So we're gonna go in. We're gonna Forbidding Ward Gamma against the Biggie Boy.
I
We're
appreciate
going
that.
to.
That is. Yeah. Okay. That's one action. What's your second? Should I just use both of my sound bursts?
Save it for something later. Just because it's big doesn't mean it's not. It's
And
hard.
technically, you would have to move to actually get a line on it. There's a wall between you and them.
No.
Oh, that's true.
Technically, you shouldn't actually be able to see them.
Yeah, that's wild, right?
Yeah.
1 second. I
It
want-
gives me a straight.
Yeah, that's wild.
It is. It gives me a straight cone.
No, I feel you
I
can
feel
see
like
it.
if you can see it with the dynamic lighting, you could.
All right. We're going to put up Bard Song, and then we are going to. It's on attack rolls, right?
Yeah.
Guidance on Gamma.
All right. Anything else?
That's all I can do. That's 3 things.
All right. All right. So, Will, are you taking care of the initiative tracker moving then?
Yeah, I'll take
Just
care
so we
of
don't
it.
end up stepping on our toes. Okay.
I'll take it.
The fly goes next, and it sort of buzzes around here, but it realizes it can't squeeze through this passageway, so it zips out of sight.
Okay.
And you actually get the impression that it might have flown up onto the ceiling,
Fair
which
enough.
isn't very high up. You guys probably wouldn't have trouble striking up there, but it is now hanging from the ceiling.
Wait, everyone. We can be topical. Don't look up!
Anywho, yeah, mostly because the giant fly doesn't have any sort of ranged attack. It can't get through that thing, so it's not going to sit there and let you guys take pot shots at it, so it just moves out of sight. And that's going to be its turn. Igora, you are up. You have no idea what's going on, but everyone seems very tense.
Gamma, get him! Fine.
I choose you, Gamatron.
Also, when the fly flies away, Herbal seems very upset and starts yelling at him like,
Let's try twice to get to there. then Gama's going to give that thing a very aggressive belly bump.
All right.
23 to hit.
That hits. Nowhere near a crit.
Okay,
24.
so 9 sonic damage.
20. Yeah.
24
Okay.
9. Whoop, bam.
All right.
All right, and then that's
24,
me.
you say.
Yep, for 9 sonic damage.
Okay.
Well, Gama's gonna get hit.
That brings us. Sorry, Avi, it's your turn.
All right, I think I can move to there. With one movement. I think I'm gonna have to do 2 movements. Cursed my tiny legs.
So also, it's hard to see around all these corners.
Yeah, but I am chasing Gamma. And is that okay if I'm in that square? It's like half
Yeah.
wall, but I'm.
That's fine.
And then I got one more thingamajig to do, so I'm gonna take a hex out on. You know what? Let's do the big fly. Because I think it's stupider than the gremlin, and I think it might fail this easier.
Pretty fly.
So let's cast Needle of Vengeance against the big fly if it attacks Gamma.
Okay. So, now is that a spell that you cast on the fly itself?
Yeah.
I'm just.
Yes,
I want to make sure I know what the target is.
Yes.
It fails, so not a critical.
All right.
Huzzah.
That's my turn.
All right. Then it
Herbal.
comes to Herbal, who is not liking this frog thing that's in its face, and is going to lash out with its mining pick.
It has a pick? Oh, fuck.
We don't know what that means.
Oh, god damn, that's a crit. Is that a crit? Let me check. That is a crit.
Okay, so that's 26 piercing damage to Gamma.
Ooh.
Igor aggressively starts bleeding.
Oh no.
You guys just see
I'm gonna
you just see behind you
Oh.
Igor is just bleeding.
Oh.
No. Don't say oh like that.
I'm trying to determine if this thing.
No, you have to add the D10.
Okay, yeah, it has deadly D10.
Yeah.
Yeah, picks are nasty. Oh, thank God.
But it's gonna make a second attack with the pick too.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I go down like a sack of rocks.
God.
And Herbal uses their last action to run over and try and leap on to the fly.
Oh my God.
And let's see how that works exactly.
Vengeance. Fuck.
They gave this thing a pick.
Yeah, and I rolled really well.
The writer
I'm back
who
with a
wrote
vengeance,
this.
everybody.
Oh.
I mean, to be fair, a pick, if it doesn't crit, it's just whatever melee weapon. But it's that deadly D10 that can kill you.
Also, just because I do love this little bit of flavor text, Avi, now that you're in the room and looking around, it smells terrible in here. It smells like rotten meat. And you do also notice that on this kind of natural pillar in the middle of the room, there seems to be a number of meat hooks just hanging, with like meat hanging off of it, and some of it has been dripping.
Lovely.
It's a stable for a horrifying blood-feasting insect.
Gotta feed that fly something. Yeah.
Yep. Just trying to. You know, Herbal seems to be struggling getting onto the fly. It actually doesn't seem to want to let them on. But we're gonna move to Benji's turn next. As
Okay.
I can.
Out of curiosity, you said the fly kind of goes up. Is it on the ceiling or is it?
It's still essentially in the same space. Almost the cavern is small enough and it's big enough. It's just upside down.
Oh, okay. How many feet high would I assume it is?
If you were standing right in front of it, you could still hit it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's high in a way. What if it's on the floor or the ceiling doesn't actually matter. It's big enough that its height is essentially the same, just from where it's standing. Because the cavern's
Okay.
not that big, and it's pretty big.
Okay. There they are. Okay, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. I can't reach it with a card strike. Let's see if I can reach it with a...
Also, I'm just going to roll a quick athletics check, or acrobatics, to try and get on the fly.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay,
Okay, yep.
so I can see her right there. I can still... She's within 30 feet, I want to say. Where's the measuring tape? I'll figure this out.
Actually, you know what? I shouldn't have done that because...
Yes, they're within 30 feet.
I'm just moving her back because technically an acrobatics check to get on the fly would have been a separate action. So they're looking like they're poised to try and get on the fly.
You're
Oh,
good,
thank
PJ.
you. Okay, so I'm within 25 feet. Great. So seeing her, I guess getting line of sight, and she is within 30 feet, I'm going to activate telekinetic projectile at her as a cantrip.
Okay.
Boom.
Let me see. 13. I'm afraid the card goes wild.
14?
14 with it, yeah. No.
The card goes wild.
Yeah. Oh well. That'll be my turn for now.
All right. So that brings us to Ophelia back around again.
Alright, we got Bard Song up, we got Hymn of Healing on Igora. Should I shove a potion down his throat?
Fuck, go for it.
Okay.
Now,
I'll be fine.
this has always kind of bothered me. Rules is written for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. To give someone a potion, you have to spend an action to draw the potion from your coat or your pocket or whatever, and then it takes another action to feed
Yeah,
them.
Ophelia,
you don't have
just-
that many options.
Just keep up. Once Igor is up, I'll heal myself.
Okay.
So, yeah, Bard Song, Hymn of Healing, you have one action left. You could actually get a potion in hand for next turn if you wanted, but...
But you're not gonna need
I'll
it.
move.
You're not gonna need it.
No, I'm good.
I'm gonna move. Where is this thing?
Alright. It is like
This
up in
way.
a northern corner. It's hard to see from your angle.
I'm gonna move here.
Okay. That brings us back to, I'm going to move the initiative tracker, brings us to the giant fly. And seeing Herbal trying to get on it, not liking that, and seeing things that's now in its lair where it can fit, it is going to fly down. How is its fly speed? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What is
five.
the
Okay, 20
fly's
speed.
fly speed?
That's going to move action, and it is going to just proboscis attack Benji.
Gross.
Hate it.
I'm gonna take a stab at Benji.
24.
That'll hit, but it's not a crit.
Okay. 8 piercing damage, and let me just double check if there's an additional effect. I need you to give me a fortitude save.
I had a funny feeling that that was going to come up. Let's see. Fortitude. Here goes nothing. Damn it.
I'm afraid you feel a sort of chill go into your veins where it struck you, and you start feeling kind of sleepy.
Oh.
And you are unfortunately enfeebled 1.
Okay. Still affects dexterity, doesn't it?
Strength.
Unless you want to use a hero point.
And
Strength.
people to strength.
Enfeebles in strength? Okay, I forgot if it affected strength or dex. That's cool. Then I'll take that actually. I'm not much of a strength fighter.
Yeah, and
All
people.
right.
Yeah, you're probably gonna be fine.
And second, it is going to. Oh, hold on a sec.
Cheat sheet out here.
It is going to, because this is horrifying,
Clumsy
it's
effects
going
dice.
to use blood draw.
Boo!
So you just take 2 additional damage.
Okay.
You're not an animal, so to speak, so you don't take bleed damage.
God.
So he sucked a little of your blood.
That's my blood. Give it back.
This giant fly, it just sucks. It just sucks. Igora, you're up. You're on the floor like, lovely music.
20 hit points. Oh, that's bad. Ugh.
I mean, you're very far away from the action now that Gamma isn't channeling damage to you.
It rolled very low. Oh well. Stand up. That's my turn.
Okay. Avi, use up, and there's a giant fly in your face.
Okay.
As you see it gulping and its proboscis undulating as it drains vitality from Benji.
I think I'm gonna do a little bit of defensive stuff. Because I'd rather get it up now than wait till when it's desperate. And put up a mirror image. Give it some fake stuff to suck on. And then I have one action left. I could move. Or use a stupid thing and discern secrets. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna discern a little secret, see if I can find out some stuff about these two.
Who's your target specifically?
You know what? I think I might actually have it be little Miss Girl in the back. If she's weird. There's something off about her.
All right. It is a fae, so I think that would be nature.
Okay.
Trying to remember now. Well, would fae be a nature check?
Fae is nature.
Yeah.
All right. 21.
Yeah. What would you like to know?
Either like weaknesses or maybe what it's invulnerable to.
I'll give you both. It is not vulnerable to anything, and it actually has a weakness to cold iron because it's fae.
Oh, that's true. That's true. All right, I can relay that to my people. Although I don't think either of us have cold iron. But at least it's not invulnerable to anything. So that's my turn.
Okay. Herbal. He's gonna run up. He's going to do an acrobatics check because she really wants to get on her mount.
I don't trust that at all.
It's so mad. It doesn't want her on there.
Yeah, it really doesn't, but she manages to climb on despite its efforts to actually buck her off. And then it is going to, oh,
I got it, Matt.
ugh. You know what? It's on top. Yeah, well, it is going to try and strike at Benji with its pick.
Oh.
I don't like
Oh my
that.
god.
No.
Crit
you're-
again, eh?
Yeah.
Did it crit again?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it rolled terrible damage.
Okay.
Roll a D10.
It rolled 8.
Oh,
26.
Oh.
got max damage on the,
Yes.
so 18 damage.
26 damage. 8 gets doubled to 16.
It doesn't double the deadly D8, does it?
No,
No.
but the 8 gets doubled to 16.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 26 damage. How are you doing, Benji?
Well, I'm down.
Yep.
You guys aren't doing any damage. Like,
Well,
one offensive spell has been attempted.
that's the problem. We get crit right away
And go
because
down.
of random numerator Jesus, and then we're dying. We're dying too.
Trying to like build up is not.
There's supposed to be time to take defensive maneuvers. There's supposed to be time for that.
No, it's all about
Not
damage.
everyone to do it, though.
I mean, I went in and dealt damage. I did 9.
Okay. All right, that's Herbal's turn, though. Benji, give me a flat D20.
Okay. Roll 1d20. There you go. That's good. I was at dying 2, so that means I should be recovered. I'm stabilized, and I'm at wounded. Wounded 2?
Wounded 1.
Wounded 1. Okay.
And I do believe Ophelia still has possibly Hymn of Healing going, so you're going to pop right back up.
Oh, that's true.
Thank God. So I'm at 2 HP now?
Yeah.
Yay! 2 HP!
So baby.
With a temp 2. Yay!
Oh baby. So we got that going. We got oh, it's my turn, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We got that going. We got Bard Song going. We are going to go in with a oh no. Can't do that.
Yeah, you got 1 action left if you're doing healing and Bard Song.
Well, I have another attack, but it's in a cone, so it would hit you. So I can't use it.
That's a good point, because I'm like right in the way of that cone.
Is it a 1 action spell that's a cone?
Yep.
Huh.
I am going to. I can do Forbidding Ward again.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Do you want it or Benji?
Give it to Avi.
Benji.
Yeah, I'm kind of rocking like 2 to 4 health right now.
Yeah.
I'll use it on you.
Much obliged.
And that's my turn.
All right, the Seat Fly, the giant one, is actually going to spend an action to try and buck off Herbal.
Thank God for that.
Infighting makes things easier for us.
14, you know, it didn't accomplish it because I'm pretty sure Herbal has, what is it for? Yeah, no. So it's actually going to try one more time and then probably resign itself to it. So this will be athletics -5, I think.
Yep.
Is a map. Much better though. But still doesn't get over Herbal's reflex kind of DC of sorts, because that is because it would be 22. So all right, well, in desperation though, it's just gonna lash out then with, I guess this would be 3rd attack then.
Yep.
At Avi.
For sure.
18 with the proboscis.
An 18 would hit. However, I do have mirror image up, so I think you roll a d4.
Yep. Now we should state which one is would be a successful hit. 1 to 4. Pick a number.
A 1 on a d4 is hitting me. That's
okay. It rolled a 1.
Yep.
Fuck me. Jeez. Okay. Well, yeah.
6
It
piercing.
is.
6 piercing, and I need a fort save.
All right.
As you feel the minty fresh power go through your veins.
24.
You are fine. You shrug it off like, I've gotten worse from eating the wrong mushroom at home.
You said 6.
I lived in the jungle. There was a lot of mushrooms. Yeah, 6 piercing. It rolled minimum damage.
All right.
All right, Igora, you are on your feet. Your friends have all run down the tunnel. Things don't sound like they're going well.
Stride to
you hear
there.
a slight quiver in Ophelia's singing.
Heal myself for 10. And that's me.
Avi. Oh. Avi, it's your turn.
Okay. You know what? We got Bard Song up. We need to be dealing some damage. Let's do a little of Magic Missile.
Yes.
I'll do 2 at Miss Girl and 1 at the Fly.
Yeah.
So it'll be 1, 2, 3.
All right, so how much total goes to Herbal?
Looks like 5 plus 4, so 9 to Herbal and 4 to Fly.
All right, hold a sec.
Also, while you're doing that, I did a quick check. I think Hymn of Healing is more powerful than we expected, because it should be at a level 2 hymn, which gives you a fast healing 4 and temp HP of 4.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's fix that.
Yeah, at level 2, which I think as level 4 players, your focus spell should be at level 2.
They are now at level 2.
I am, so that's 4 for us, baby.
Oh, so I'm getting 4 hit points back. Is that on the end of my turn or the end of Zoe's?
It is each time you sustain the spell.
Yeah.
So it's on her turn that we get it.
Yep.
Gotcha.
I gave myself 2 more hit points.
Nice.
It's technically not Benji's turn yet, so Benji is still on the ground, so Herbal doesn't see them as a threat. So Herbal's going to try and intimidate his mount into turning so he can so they can get closer to Avi. Because they are perched on one corner of the fly. I'm not going to say they suddenly gain a reached attack by being up there. So 17. That does intimidate the fly, so I'm just going to move Herbal closer so it just essentially kind of turns. That's one action, though. Herbal's going to lash out at Avi with the pick, and this will be a second attack.
Would it be?
Yeah, because intimidation, I think, counts
No,
as
it's
sort of
first
an act.
attack.
Nope. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then add 5 to
18.
that. 18.
18 does hit, but roll a d4.
Roger,
Yeah.
Roger.
Rolls a 1.
Oops, what the? 4. Mirror image.
One of the mirror images goes away.
Pop. Herbal looks very confused. Is going to try again with a third attack. Or second attack now.
Yep.
18. 1d3 now, I guess.
Yep.
Yes.
3. Mirror image again. I love mirror image. Okay, that was Herbal's turn. Benji, it is your turn now. You get
Okay.
your fast healing from the hymn.
Yeah, let me put that on there. Okay, so I am going to do with great rage. Getting up is an action, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. So getting up off the ground from being slaughtered, I get up, and with 2 actions, I draw a card. What's this called, like Final Fantasy style? I draw a card, I flip it. It's this like horrible storm happening. I grab that card, swipe it along another, and I throw a spell strike with sudden bolt put into it. And I really need this to hit Herbal with all of my being, because this sucker needs to die. So let me roll that for you really fast. Would you rather I roll the card first?
Oh, and you know what? I realized I did something wrong here. 1 second, I need to roll something.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I was doing the bucking off of the fly badly. All right. So you did. Sorry, run by me one more time. I was reading rules.
Sure. I'm throwing a spell strike in a card at Herbal, who is on top of the beast. Are they within 20 feet?
Oh, definitely.
Good. Okay. So I'm just gonna roll the card first and then apply the spell after.
Yep.
All
Spell
right.
strike.
Spell
How
strike.
about-
Throwing card.
Remember, you do have a hero point.
Kinetic card. Let's see if I
Not
need
that
it.
you're gonna need it.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Okay, so it's gonna do 2 damage. Technically 3 damage from the
Yep,
Bard song. Is it 25 a crit? I doubt it, but
No. It's
Okay.
its AC. I'll just let you know. Is 21. Herbal's is 21.
okay.
Ah, you can
So that's
drink.
good to know. So it's gonna do 3 damage for the card,
Yep.
and I am going to roll 1 second. See if it's in my list of spells.
Is this telekinetic?
No, this is a spell strike
Oh.
featuring the Grandmaster's Sudden Bolt.
Oh.
Ooh.
You pissed off the wrong good boy. So that's going to be
A
20.
reflex, though.
No, it's not, because it's from the card. It
Spell
automatically
strike.
is considered a part of the hit.
Spell strike.
So it's spell strike is beautiful. So it's gonna be 28 electric damage and 3 card damage. So that is a total of 31 damage, and it can get wrecked.
Herbal is hit, like, at first, the card just seems to, like, somehow bedded in its shoulder, sharp cards, and it kind of looks at it for a second, and then there's just this explosion of light and electric energy, and Herbal just kind of shrieks. It's awful in this confined space, And this also really disturbs the fly, which seems very agitated now and really starts to move around. And Herbal is just hanging on by a thread, both literally and figuratively, as it hangs on to, one of those horrible big hairs you see coming out of insects on close-ups. But she looks so rough. She is smoldering and blackened, and her horrible skin, which already looked terrible, is now kind of cracked and just peeling slightly. That did a hell of a lot of damage, and the fly starts rotating its eyes, looking at Herbal a little.
And I just say, as I'm like holding myself all like broken and bloody, like Vegeta, I'm just like,
I'm gonna make you disappear. Oh, everything hurts.
All right, that was a very impressive turn from Benji. Benji,
yeah.
you sometimes come in with the big moves, and I like it.
When I hit hard, I hit hard.
But speaking of the chorus, which is so important to every real performance, Ophelia, it's your turn.
Yes.
All right, we gotta keep him of healing up, and we have to keep up Bard Song.
It's helping a lot.
Yeah. So last time I forbidding warded Benji against the fly. Let's forbidding ward Avi to the fly, or should it be to Herb?
Herb.
I don't mean to be meta, Ophelia, but the fly's turn is next.
Fly. Where's it? Big fly.
Okay.
Okay, that's my turn. Just kind of do.
On the fly's turn, though, a certain threshold has been crossed, and the fly is now going to try and buck Herbal off. So Herbal needs to make a reflex save.
Eater.
And
Please, all
Death
three
Grips
actions.
succeeds. Gonna try one more time. Also, Herbal doesn't want to let go of this mount.
Herbal is fighting for her life, man.
Appropriately, yes, because the fly is now going to kind of horrifyingly twist its head around a little bit and try and strike Herbal with proboscis.
That should not be allowed.
I think I now know why Herbal has a pick, because it's basically Herbal versus Fly versus us.
And the fly embeds its proboscis right in Herbal's throat, and for a second doesn't seem to do anything, and then there's this kind of and Herbal just seems to like have the last bit of her life drained out of her, and Herbal dies by having the last bit of non-electrically cooked blood sucked out through her neck. And that was this fly's entire turn, because when Herbal was reduced to fewer than 30 hit points, she was at 1. The fly turns on her and then starts splitting its attacks between you guys and her.
All right, but we still got this big guy to deal with, huh?
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're just walking blood. So yeah, now that Herbal's gone.
Hey, I'm glad I killed her though, but because we could not take another one of those critical
Oh, those-
picks.
I felt bad. That was really good rolls. I've never rolled so well so sequentially. Igora, it's your turn. You have no idea what's gone on over there. You saw a bright light, some horrible sounds, a meaty thump.
Benji, get 10 extra hit points as Igora taps you out.
God bless you, thank you.
Is that your turn, Igora?
That's
or-
it. That's all I can do.
All right, Avi, it's your turn. This horrible
And
spectacle
now
in
I
front
was
of you.
supposed to.
Gonna do a little electrical arcing.
Oh, I can get rid of Herbal's sheet now from off my screen.
Hmm.
Reflex for the fly. Critical 6. Oh my god, what is with my rolls tonight? Sorry.
Interesting.
Interesting reaction.
No,
I
at
just think
least
it's
when
really
you roll like
funny
this in this
to
game,
see
Garl
critical
doesn't roll like this on
um,
Wednesday night.
Yeah, Garl does not roll like this, sadly, because being Garl is mostly suffering.
You're welcome.
And sometimes ripping up undead giants with a sword, so that's pretty cool.
Badass.
I guess I have one more action, but I think I'm
You
gonna
do.
stay put because I still have a 50-50 chance whether it even hits me with mirror image. So I think I will do another discern secrets on this guy. Let me know what I need to roll. Nature again, I'm assuming.
Yes, because it is just an animal.
19.
I will let you know because there's not actually a whole lot about the blood, about the giant seat. You just know that it is in fact immune to disease and sleep, oddly enough.
Oh, that is good to know. That's really good to know.
Yeah.
That's my turn. I'll share that.
We're back to Benji, who's covered in cooked herbal.
Yeah. So I used my only level 2 spell to put herbal away. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is I don't know who wants to flank this boy, but I really want to not be the front line.
I'm just going to let you know now, Benji. For me to summon Gamma, there's an entire turn where Gamma can't do anything when I do that now.
Well, if you don't mind playing cleric, then I'll play.
Hey.
Oh, I have played cleric. I'm out of spells.
You're out of spells.
I can throw up mirror image, but I'd have to put healing him down.
So I would say
mirror
just
image only works for
DPS,
you.
Benji. Just DPS as much as you can. Parse it out.
We're just gonna have to burst it out. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to activate my focus spell because that is the only way I can get my spell strike back. The shooting star, range attack, target loses 1 degree of cover, ignores concealment. Doesn't matter, but what matters is by using this, I get to attack as part of the ability. I think that's actually gonna roll the attack. Nope, just tell you what it does. Okay, so I'm going to roll an attack as part of that ability, and in doing so, regardless if I hit or miss, I get my spell strike back.
19.
Does a
That
19
hits?
hit?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so that's going to do 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
And, oh, I really want to take the negative penalty on this next spell strike. No, I'm going to take a negative penalty on a cantrip instead. I'm going to then cast telekinetic projectile.
Okay.
Because at least that one is 2d6 plus 4, so that'll hit pretty hard if it hits.
20.
26.
Nice.
13.
Ooh,
25. That is a solid hit and 12 damage. 26. Yeah.
13.
26.
And
And 13 damage. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
That's a very solid hit. You kind of horribly pop one of its compound eyes.
You
don't-
hate
don't-
to
don't
see
you don't
it.
want that card
You
back.
are so incredibly descriptive about bugs, and it's wonderful, but also just awful for my ears.
You're also just really on one tonight. Like Matt's coming for blood because we took a week off and now he's out for our fucking jugulars.
Put the fear of DM back in you.
Oh.
All right, so that was Benji's turn, and we're moving on to Ophelia. Giant Seeks and Fly, you're up next. Okay.
Okay.
It's looking pretty rough.
I only have one action. So we're gonna.
Oh, if you want, you can drop him now. Like, I have Benji pretty well up, right?
Take a what?
Drop him.
The healing.
Up to you.
So you have something with 2 actions you'd like to do.
Just to attempt to finish it off, or should I wait?
Its turn is next, so
I am going to ask to take a long rest after this, so...
I am going to drop Hymn of Healing. Still have Bard Song up. We are going to drop a sound burst. In a place in the room where it hits the fly and not my friends.
yeah, that's classic with burst spells. Gets even crazier when you try and do it in like a 3-dimensional space. Like, I'm gonna put the fireball above the target.
Yeah.
Oh god, okay. Oof.
Alright, so that is a fort save.
Critical failure. Critical failure.
I mean,
Failure.
it's a failure, but not a crit failure. So
7 damage.
8 with
Okay.
Bard Song. It is also looking very rough. All right. It really wishes it could get to the noisy thing at the back. No offense, Ophelia. But it can't fit through there. So it is just going to lash out at everyone in front of it in kind of randomness. Final mirror image attack on Avi. It does hit you, so it's going to go with its first proboscis attack. 30.
Yeah, that'll crit.
That is 16 piercing damage then. That crits, like you only have an AC of 15?
Oh, I thought you said 30.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Yes, so it would be 20, yeah. I keep thinking it's double for some reason, no. So yeah, that I would be a crit, I imagine. Sorry?
Wouldn't it be a 19 because she has
Does
forbidding?
do you have forbidding ward up?
Yep.
So yes, it would be your AC is improved to 19 then, I guess?
But that'll
It
still
is
be a
still a
29 to crit.
Still a crit though. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Closer, but yeah.
So 16 piercing damage, and I need another fort save.
It does not help when Matt rolls a 19.
16.
I'm afraid that is a failure. You are enfeebled 1.
Alright.
Second attack is going to go at Benji, though.
Okay.
13 misses, and third attack going back at Avi, because it's just lashing out at everyone. Now it's panicked. Nope. It's suddenly and appropriately very ineffective because it's so horribly wounded. Igora, you're up.
Rocks fall, giant fly dies.
10.
Bludgeoning reflex save.
As I cast Scatter Scree.
Not a crit success, but a success. So half damage?
Yeah.
So 5 damage.
All right, that's enough to kill it. It had 1 health point left.
Oh, thank God.
Rocks fall, giant fly dies.
You guys essentially shotgun with the rocks the giant fly, and it is messy and horrible. You didn't think the room could smell worse. You were wrong. Because not only is there still the rotting meat hanging from hooks in the middle of the room, but now there's the dead thing that was eating the rotting meat.
Can I try to see what kind of meat it is?
Sure, give me a nature check.
Gross.
My wisdom isn't
Very
great.
gross.
Summons Gamma.
Ah, no fucking clue.
You just over there staring at it.
It looks like maybe well, it's certainly not pork, because you know what like pork versus like beef looks like. You think this looks more like beef? It's like red meat that is old and getting kind of brownish. It has not been cooked in any way.
Avi just gives everyone a knowing look and says, "That's meat."
Do we see anything in the room that could be helpful?
I'm going to just clear the initiative tracker. Let me take a look here real quick.
Yeah, any chance we can do a search for any loot or things of interest?
Oh, actually, yes. Hold on a sec. There was something.
Also, let's just see how I do for healing people. We'll start with PJ.
Are you guys going to do a general search for loot?
Sure.
Yeah.
Everyone give me a perception check.
I'm gonna do a discern sequence, so I'll have a +1 for this.
Oh, Ophelia.
All right, you guys are just roll well enough. I'm just going to tell you. So you do find, specifically on herbal, 2 things possibly of very interesting use. The first one's a little grim. You find a pouch, just a smaller pouch, with 4 gold teeth in it. And you think each tooth is around 3 gold pieces.
Ew.
But, possibly more interesting, you notice that the pick that Herbal was hitting you guys with is actually very well made. You think this is a +1 striking pick.
What the shit?
Okay, see? They were trying to kill us.
They were trying to kill you. The thing had a magic weapon.
Give it to Gamma.
Can Gaba use it? Who can use this thing?
I mean, we can take the striking rune and the +1 rune off of it and distribute them accordingly.
Yeah, we can definitely remove any of the runes on there and give it to someone else's weapon. right now, as it stands, I think I'm the only one that actually has a weapon that to use.
I have
You know
my
what?
hand wraps.
Battle
Oh,
loot.
you have loot and you have hand wraps. Cool. I technically have a +1, but it's only a +1 set of cards. So why don't you guys decide between you two who's gonna get the striking and the +1?
So is your loot +1 yet?
Haven't.
Alright, so let's make your loot a +1, and if you're okay with me taking the striking, this way Gamma will be dealing 2d6 damage when they hit.
Yes. Love striking runes. They're my favorite addition to Pathfinder 2e.
We have just enough time for this that I'm just going to do this because I'm going to move you guys a little bit just down the hallway. Benji, who has come over here and everything and seen things, and goes over and very lightly kicks Herbal's body once and then just kind of scuttles away. Does want to show you guys, just so you know, this room over here. Try and move everyone over so everyone can see. You do see a section of a wall with things hanging off it. I'll read this to you. 3 masks and 3 cloaks are affixed to the south wall of this claustrophobic cave, as though in mockery of people, with arms extended to the sides. All look colorful, but dirty and blood-stained. One of the masks depicts a stern antelope, another a kindly hare, and the last a smiling warthog. You guys very recently having undergone a ceremony yourself, you realize that these are Magambia student masks.
Oh.
Well, that's dark.
Yeah,
What were those one more time so I can write that down?
there is a stern antelope, a kindly hare, and a smiling warthog. If anyone wants, you can give me a nature or survival check.
Avi, are those magical?
I can do a nature check, and I'll do it with Discern Secrets.
Oh.
So, let's see. Nature, Gamma.
No, Igora.
Pardon me, Igor. Yeah, you notice something a little odd about the condition of the cloaks. It somehow looks like they were like, half of them are like just encrusted with like dust and gravel, and you're like, was this like submerged in a pit somehow? Like, it looks like these were almost somehow like pulled into the ground or something. Which you can't imagine how that's possible necessarily because solid ground and stuff. You also do realize that one of the masks is what's called a mask of mercy. This porcelain or alabaster mask portrays an angelic visage of kindness or mercy. This is the kindly hair one. Mercy. It is a activatable free action fortune effect. You are able to roll a variable number of hit points you restore from an action with the healing trait. So basically it allows you to buff up a healing thing.
Oh.
Nice.
Pardon me. It actually essentially just gives you advantage on roll for a heal check. So you roll for some sort of healing effect, you get to roll twice, pick the better result. Though you guys also do know, just from being students in Magambia, that wearing someone else's mask is probably frowned upon, but you might be able to get this enchantment transferred because no one's going to be using this mask probably now.
So you said the cloaks looked like they were buried?
Well, you know how like if you dip a cloak into the water or something, like half of it will be wet and the other part will be dry?
Yeah.
It looks like half of this was like somehow dipped into sand. It's just covered with dust and like it's got bits of gravel stuck in the fabric. But you know, how do you dip stuff into sand?
Well,
It
that sounds
Yes.
like a wonderful mystery for us to ruminate over this week.
And most importantly, the reason you were brought over here, Benji, who's looking very apprehensive now, but is trying to be brave and needed to show you guys this, points out the outline of the hidden door behind these cloaks. And she's like, "That's the boss's room."
Oh, so close.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't go in there right now. You guys look a little rough, but I wanted to make sure you knew in case something happened.
We can go back up and take another nap, but
Yes, please.
Can I take a closer look at the dirt on those cloaks? Like maybe make an Arcana check to see if some sort of spell could have been involved with it.
We'll do that next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might take a little bit to suss out, so.
Don't let me forget, because I might
So-
forget.
Sus.
No, don't worry
I don't
about
have
it.
my notes with me here.
Thank
But we
you,
will
everyone.
unravel the mystery of the strange stony specter that is looming over the group's kind of now consciousness now, and see if there's anything further to explore in these dangerous caverns. But we will pick up next week. Thank you all for joining us.
Yes, friends. Thank you for coming to tonight's episode of the Strength of Thousands AP here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. Before we let you go, don't forget to come out next week to see the exciting, probably conclusion of Book 1. I would imagine that this is an exciting conclusion. All right, and tomorrow night, depending on how I'm feeling, we might have a special bonus Genshin stream. So come and check us out for that. There's a new update. And speaking of that new update, Emergency Food themselves is on right now. So we're going to go and say hi to Karina. So thank
that's
you
right,
all so
Karina.
much for coming.
Yeah.
Don't forget to check out our other shows, like League of Amazing Adventurers this Wednesday at 9 p.m. CST, 7 p.m. PST. And we will see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.
Hey guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.